Hi, it's Marcus here from bsvsearch.com. Have you ever looked at Bitcoin BTC's meteoric rise and wondered if you missed your chance? With Bitcoin BTC soaring to around $60,000, $70,000, it's easy to feel like the opportunity has slipped through your fingers. But what if there is a second chance? Just as history has shown us with the Tulip Mania of the 1600s, market bubbles are often driven by hype and speculation. However, unlike the value of tulips, Bitcoin's true potential lies in its original vision as a digital cash system. Bitcoin BSV, represents a return to these core principles and offers a fresh opportunity for those who believe in the future of digital money. In this video, we will explore why Bitcoin SV provides a second chance to get involved in Bitcoin and how it can potentially transform our future.
Engaging in trading or investing in Bitcoin, BTC, Bitcoin SV, BSV, or any cryptocurrencies is a high-risk endeavor. These activities are speculative and can lead to significant financial loss. They are not suitable for everyone. Please understand that the content presented in this video is for entertainment purposes only. It should not be taken as financial advice tailored to your personal circumstances.
Bitcoin BTC is now hovering around 60,000 to 70,000 US dollars per coin. And you might be thinking you've missed out, that it is too late. Think back to when you first heard about Bitcoin. Where were you? What were you doing? What would you have done differently? Would you have bought in, knowing that BTC would one day hit 60,000 or 70,000 US dollars like it does now? Investing in high return opportunities is fraught with uncertainty and risk. Chances are, when Bitcoin first came on your radar, none of your friends knew about it. The media probably painted it as a tool for buying drugs and laundering money. Back then, buying Bitcoin required being a contrarian. Investments with the greatest returns often come from things that most people have not heard of, or that they don't understand, or they may view it negatively. And now, looking at the charts, it is clear that buying Bitcoin BTC back then would have been one of the best financial decisions one could have done. From its inception to its current value, Bitcoin has soared exponentially. We cannot predict the future, but deciding where to invest our time, our money, and effort is crucial. Because what seems obvious now was not obvious then. And similarly, what will be obvious in the future is not clear today. So we need to be able to see what others don't. We need to be able to understand what most people are missing. Had we invested in Bitcoin early, when it was unpopular and deemed risky, we'd likely be financially rewarded today. The biggest rewards come from things that were once considered risky and unpopular. Being a contrarian, seeing what others don't, understanding what others misunderstand, can pay off immensely. Conversely, when the market is at a stage where everyone that you know is saying that something is a good buy, then that's often the worst time to buy. I'll just remind you of something that happened back in the 1600s. Tulip bulbs in the Netherlands fetched prices higher than houses. A single Viceroy tulip bulb could be worth 5 times the price of an average home. People traded 5 houses for a flower. They neglected to ask about the intrinsic value of what they were really buying. All that mattered to them was the hope of selling the tulip to someone else at an even more inflated price. And this speculative frenzy mirrors what we see with Bitcoin BTC today. The media is flooded with Bitcoin hype, even local newspapers jumping on the bandwagon. And just like during the Tulip Mania, prominent figures at the time, like Michael Saylor is today, are suggesting drastic measures such as selling houses to invest in Bitcoin. When people are caught up in a market bubble, people think that this time it's going to be different. And maybe they're right. Maybe BTC will hit 100,000, 200,000, or even 500,000 or more. But what if it doesn't? What if you've sold your house, taken a massive loan to buy BTCs, and like history shows, many lose everything in market bubbles? Deciding the right course of action, deciding what to do today is tough because we don't know the future. But what we can do is we can start by asking basic questions like, what is this thing that I'm buying truly worth? What gives it value? What can it be used for? In the 17th century, people couldn't imagine that a flower was worth more than a year's wage, let alone a house. The 1634 Tulip Bubble showed how people get caught up in financial crazes, buying things without real value. If they had asked what tulips were really useful for, it's immediately evident that a flower bulb isn't worth a house, let alone 5 houses. Now, it is easy for us to judge, look back and say, oh, those people were dumb. They made so many mistakes. How could they have not seen it? You know, with the benefit of hindsight, it's easier to see what makes sense. But it is harder to analyze our present situation. Bitcoin challenges us to rise above collective illusions. Early Bitcoin adopters saw its potential as a true digital cash system. They believed its future utility, driving demand and price. Price reflects perceived value, and value is rooted in belief. Early believers saw Bitcoin's potential use, fueling its phenomenal rise. Now, however, the buying frenzy for BTC appears driven solely by the thrill of its rising price, captivating the gambler within us. This speculative mania is fueled by dreams of quick riches, with many hoping to cash out and sell their BTCs before the inevitable crash. Bitcoin was designed as a digital cash system, as outlined in its white paper. For something to be effective as cash, it must be inexpensive to use. While credit cards are convenient for online purchases, they carry fees ranging from 3% to about 6%. This means that $100 worth of transaction costs an additional $3 to $6. And with taxes and inflation already eroding your wealth, even seemingly small transaction fees can make you significantly poorer. Low transaction costs are essential for seamless economic activity in the digital age. And for Bitcoin to succeed as a global currency, it must handle thousands, even millions of transactions per second efficiently and affordably. Can Bitcoin BTC achieve all this? Sadly, no. BTC is limited to 7 transactions per second on-chain, and its high fees make everyday use very impractical. Why is this? Some groups and companies have deliberately constrained Bitcoin's potential, aiming to profit from alternative systems that they can control. I've explored in previous articles and videos how Bitcoin was hijacked and sabotaged to prevent it from functioning as a true digital cash system. Their goal, as far as I can piece it together, is to maintain control over Bitcoin and money. And this approach is both selfish and short-sighted. Because, like the internet, Bitcoin thrives when it is open and neutral. Humanity's first attempt at Bitcoin under BTC has failed, but fortunately, the original Bitcoin protocol is restored in Bitcoin SV. Many think that they've missed out on Bitcoin at 60,000 or 70,000 US dollars. But with Bitcoin SV at under $50, we have a second chance. BSV is largely unknown or viewed negatively by those who talk about it. However, by testing and using it ourselves, we see that it functions as digital cash, with transaction fees less than 1% of a percent. If we focus on facts that we can verify ourselves, we can reveal and discover that Bitcoin SV, BSV, embodies Satoshi Nakamoto's original vision as outlined in the Bitcoin white paper. BSV excels at sending and storing data, recording contracts, files, and documents, preserving all types of information immutably. This functionality represents the true value of Bitcoin. It's not too late to seize this opportunity. While we may have missed the initial wave with Bitcoin BTC, BSV offers a second chance to engage with Bitcoin in its most authentic form. I think if there's anything to learn with BTC, it's that if everyone is just buying and holding something and it can't really do anything, then it's going to be a risky investment. But with BSV, now that it is actually functional, we do have a chance to actually use it and contribute meaningfully to the world and to other people's businesses, to trade with them with this powerful tool, with this modern cash system. And this can significantly enhance our lives and the lives of those around us. So I do encourage you to evaluate Bitcoin SV for yourself, free from the opinions of other people and popular media. This contrarian approach will allow you to see what others overlook and understand what others misunderstand. Embrace the unique opportunity that BSV offers and recognize the value that remains unseen by many. And by doing so, you can make an informed decision based on its inherent potential and real capabilities. Thanks for joining me today. Please subscribe so that you can catch up with future videos, and share this video if you liked it and if you think other people will like it. Cheers. Bye-bye.